Hey guys, welcome to my studio. It's under construction. Unfortunately today, no advancing in the construction. Yesterday I already built the entire frame, just 24 hours, went really fast, but I'm missing some material. The fabric is still not delivered, and the special material for the floor to build a room within a room is also still missing. So yeah, today just music making in the B studio downstairs and a little bit of business stuff to, once I get all of that stuff, be able to just work on the construction as much as possible. So I think today we'll just do a simple, easy track submit edition where you guys send me songs, I listen to them, as well as everyone here on this channel watching, and give feedback to the people that submitted their songs to help them advance and take the next steps to make better music. First up, a drum and bass song called The Divide, and I just absolutely love the cover. I think it's The Last of Us 2 with toilet paper. I mean, like, at least this crisis gives us a lot of funny memes. I'm honestly not a drum and bass expert. Think it sounds nice. Full length song, arrangement is good. I just see like some very low frequencies popping up and span at 20 Hertz. We got like peaks. So maybe try out like a low cut on most elements, or maybe even on the master, to get rid of them. The less low end, the louder you can make a track, the cleaner it usually sounds. Of course, not like cutting everything away, but having a peak at 20 Hertz is definitely not recommended. The speakers can't really handle it. They're overloaded. The membrane of the speaker is moving too much and can't reproduce all of the other frequencies accurately. So just really get rid of it. Let me know if you're interested, by the way, to do like a full, very scientific music production episode, because a lot has to do with how speakers move. And if you know how they move, you know how to trick them to sound cleaner, fatter, louder, more bass without like distortion and all this kind of stuff. It's very interesting. Anyways, next up by Horton, Into the Groove, a demo. Unfortunately, just 1 minute 12 long. So first suggestion, finish your songs, make them long enough, fully arrange them. Simple, nice club track. Love it. Love the simplicity of it. The bass, like with the effect on it, really nice. Works really well. Two simple suggestions. The kick could be lower in pitch. Try to have it like peak at 50 Hertz. This will give you more room for the bass. Have more punch in the low end, and that's like the perfect frequency for kicks and clubs. And next time, please put a limiter on top. I know it's not a finished song, but whenever you upload it somewhere to let anyone listen to it, just put a limiter on top of the entire song and just make sure you get to at least like 10 dB RMS to have it up to a certain amount of loudness. It's really just way too quiet. And as you know, most people, the louder, the better they think the song sounds. Also here, a very simple club track. Also here by Miono, See It Through. Really good track. I love the arrangement. The vocals are nice and fine. I don't know if they're out of a sample pack or self-recorded. If self-recorded, congrats, really good. The drop hits, it works. Like the entire song lacks like the last 5%, so maybe try and tweak it, EQ a little more, compress a little more, push it even harder on the master. But in general, really cool. Reminds me a little bit, like especially the bass line of these Vice songs that are very popular at the moment.
Listen, 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 listen.
I have to be honest, these kind of old school sounds, I like them. They're kind of my roots partially, but they always sound a little old and less polished. And I like the modern, very polished, very clean, very fat sound. So there's nothing I can really recommend, because I would just say make it fatter and more modern, but then it's not what it is. It's like an old school inspired song. Nothing to complain. The balance is all right. That's all fine. It's not EQ'd perfectly. It's not compressed perfectly. The reverbs are not perfect, but that's kind of part of the sound aesthetic to sound old school. So yeah, nice track.
Who knew you would seal my fate?
Good. I like it. I love the mood of it. It's unique in some parts of the song, which I really like. Arrangement is good. The vocal is good. It's maybe a tiny bit too loud. It's sticking out of the mix a tiny bit. Maybe try to carve out more frequencies for the vocal and lower it a little in volume. And it's a little unclear. That's due how it was sung, so it's really hard to correct. But I think like carving out more frequencies, more room for the vocal, a little bit more in the mix should definitely help. Whenever you work with vocals, especially here where the vocal continues on the drop, the vocal is the main thing of the song. Everything else should be surrounding the vocal, supporting the vocal. If it doesn't, just cut it out of the song. Vocal is the main thing. Harry Ford, So Free, tech house kind of song, also a little old school inspired. I like it, it's groovy, it works. I think it's mostly made out of drum loops just put on top of each other, a kick underneath, which is again an old school way to actually make house music. I just think that it sounds a little like these loops do not 100% belong to each other. Like the grooves are here and there a little off, so it could be like all corrected, be a little tighter, or maybe just try to program the stuff yourself. But in general, good flow, good vibe. I'm sure there are DJs out there that are into this kind of old school tech house music that would love to play it. Very far into the past. It's a very chill deep house lounge kind of song. Basically, that was what deep house was sounding like 20 years ago. Every deep house sound was like, it was basically lounge music. It then evolved more into guitar based music and like summer vibe kind of music. But in the beginning, that was like the classic deep house. So I like it. Those are partially my roots. Nowadays, it sounds a little too boring, too lush for my taste. But again, it's lounge music, classic deep house music. This belongs into bars. This belongs into like chilled, relaxed kind of places. Even some clubs today in Berlin play this like 6 in the morning when everyone is like totally like messed up. This kind of works. But yeah, solid production. Just one thing, like the clap, I think it sticks out a little frequency-wise, because everything is so deep and it has like harsh top frequencies. Maybe put like a filter on top and cut away the top frequencies a little. Cut into the sound, make it deeper, sit more in the mix, because again, like it's sticking out a little. I think this would like support the vibe a little more. But again, maybe having that contrast is artist intent, so do whatever you think is right. It's your song. And with these wise words, it's probably time to end the video. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Track Submits. If you're interested to submit your song either as a demo for my label or for getting feedback here in this little segment in my like daily vlog DJ producer life, or if you want both, just follow the first link in the description and we'll see us tomorrow back again here in the studio. Another episode hopefully more constructing. I'm still waiting just for like 2 deliveries, and then we'll continue building up that studio. If you're interested in that, second link in the description, a playlist with all of the videos of me beginning, building, and planning that studio upstairs. Thanks a lot. See you tomorrow again. Sign out.